Taylor Swift wedding details are still coming in after she and Travis Kelce married at Madison Square Garden. But the newest update is not just that the ceremony was massive. It is that several of the choices around the wedding were unusually private, unusually personal, and unusually theatrical, even for two of the most watched people in entertainment and sports. The core fact is confirmed. Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce married on July 3rd at Madison Square Garden in New York City, with Swift's publicist confirming the marriage to Reuters and ABC News reporting that a representative for Swift confirmed the ceremony was officiated by Adam Sandler. The question now is, which details are officially confirmed, which details came from guests, and which details should still be described as reported? For verified entertainment updates without the rumors, subscribe to Startline Entertainment. People's latest report focused on 7 unconventional details from the wedding. The headline detail was the venue itself. Instead of a private estate, a hotel ballroom, or a luxury resort, Swift and Kelce chose Madison Square Garden, one of the most recognizable arenas in the world. People reported that the arena was transformed into a fairy tale-style garden, while Reuters separately reported that guests described a garden setting built inside the venue. That choice explains why the wedding felt so unusual. Madison Square Garden is normally associated with concerts, Knicks games, Rangers games, and major public events. For this wedding, the arena became a high-security private space. Reuters reported that no official wedding photos had been released at the time of its July 5th update, and ABC News noted that Swift and Kelce had not personally commented on the details of the wedding. The next unconventional detail was the guest experience. People reported that invitations were sent digitally through links to guests' phones, and BBC Radio 1 host Greg James said on air that he and his wife initially thought the invitation could be a scam before they realized it was real. For a wedding surrounded by secrecy, the digital invitation detail matters because it shows how tightly the couple tried to control information until the last possible moment. Another major detail was the couple's charitable giving before the wedding. People reported that a representative for Swift confirmed the couple donated $26 million to multiple organizations ahead of the ceremony, including food banks, children's hospitals, animal welfare, literacy, and community support groups. That detail is stronger than a guest rumor because people attributed it to Swift's representative. The ceremony itself also broke from the usual celebrity wedding template. Swift reportedly chose her brother Austin Swift as her man of honor, while Travis Kelce had his brother Jason Kelce as best man. Reuters also reported that Swift's publicist said Austin and Jason served in those roles. People added that the couple did not have traditional bridesmaids or groomsmen. Then came the officiant choice. Adam Sandler officiated the ceremony, a detail confirmed by Swift's representative to ABC News and also reported by Reuters. People's wedding coverage framed Sandler as a friend of the couple, while ABC reported that the representative described him as a friend who joined both families together. The vows became one of the biggest talking points. People reported that each of them spoke for about 20 minutes, with the couple reading from books and guests receiving embroidered handkerchiefs. Good Morning America anchors who attended the wedding also discussed the vows, with Robin Roberts saying the wedding felt intimate and George Stephanopoulos saying the vows were written in little books. That is where the story becomes more than a guest list headline. A wedding with around 1,000 guests at Madison Square Garden sounds almost impossible to make intimate, but multiple attendees used that exact word. Reuters quoted Stephanopoulos describing a garden inside the garden, and Entertainment Weekly reported his reaction that the event felt personal despite the venue's scale. People also reported that Swift and Kelce skipped a traditional wedding cake and instead served an elaborate dessert table. Some details around the dessert spread came from TMZ through People's write-up, so that should be treated as reported rather than directly confirmed by the couple. The safe takeaway is that multiple outlets described a dessert-focused setup instead of one central cake. The reception reportedly went even further from tradition, with games, raffle tickets, designer prizes, and a vintage 1970s Chevrolet Chevelle connected to the couple's early public relationship story. People attributed the raffle details to NBC News reporting and noted that it remained unclear who won the Chevelle. That is an important distinction. The reception games are widely reported, but not every detail has been publicly confirmed by Swift or Kelce themselves. The wedding also included major music names. Reuters reported that Stevie Nicks performed, while People's coverage also mentioned Paul McCartney among the A-list performers. AP described the event as star-filled and reported that Hollywood stars and pro athletes were among those who made their way to Madison Square Garden for the ceremony. The larger timeline is simple but important. Swift and Kelce's relationship became public in 2023 after her Kansas City Chiefs appearance. AP reported that the couple announced their engagement on Instagram in August 2025. Less than a year later, on July 3, 2026, they married at Madison Square Garden. The start line takeaway is that this wedding was designed around contrast. It was enormous, but guests described it as intimate. It was held in one of the most public venues in America, but official photos were not immediately released. It had celebrity performances and luxury details, but also family-centered roles, handwritten vows, and a charity announcement before the ceremony. What viewers should not do is treat every viral wedding detail as direct confirmation from Taylor Swift or Travis Kelce. The marriage itself is confirmed. Adam Sandler's officiant role is confirmed through representative reporting. The sibling roles and Dior looks were confirmed through publicist statements reported by Reuters and People. Other details, including specific reception prizes, dessert counts, and some guest anecdotes, should be framed as reported unless the couple or representatives confirm them directly. For now, the clearest public update is this: Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce are married. Their ceremony took place at Madison Square Garden, and the wedding mixed high-security spectacle with unusually personal choices. The unanswered question is whether the couple will eventually release official photos or more direct comments, or whether this carefully controlled glimpse is all the public will get.